Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. This is Iris from Tarot Magic, and today's reading is going to be all about what is your ex thinking about you? So for those of you who are new to pick a card readings, the way that it works is we have 4 piles here and a crystal on each pile. So for some of us, it's easier to choose a pile based on a crystal. And when you choose the pile that most resonates with you, you can click on the timestamps at the bottom of the video and get right into your reading. So take a minute to center yourself, choose a pile, and we'll get started with your reading. All right, so pile number 1, those of you who chose the citrine, this is going to be your reading, so let's get started. All right, so pile number 1, some very interesting cards from the get-go here, and some very interesting ones basically from the major arcana. So here we have the King of Pentacles reversed, the Judgment card reversed, the Empress reversed, 2 of Wands reversed, and the Ace of Swords reversed. So, okay. So with the King of Pentacles and the Judgment, with all of these reverse cards really, but mostly the King of Pentacles and the Judgment, what's speaking to me here is that there is an element of disappointment here. I feel like this person is thinking that things did not go the way that they wanted. Maybe they feel like they put in more in this relationship than you did. That doesn't mean that that's true. That's just the way that they're thinking about it. And they're feeling like, okay, I've done all this for this person, A, B, C, and they may have some legitimate grievances, but also some petty grievances about why and how this didn't work out between the 2 of you, group 1. So I'm getting the feeling here that there is a little bit of that going on with your person, with your ex, and they're really feeling like they might feel like they haven't been treated fairly in this relationship, or things just haven't gone the way that they wanted. They feel like they didn't get their own way. With the King of Pentacles also, if there was a situation where this person financially or tangibly supported you in some way, I feel like they're a little bit, for some of you, they could be a little bit resentful about that. They may feel that they've put in more than you have, that you didn't hold up your end of the bargain, that they, put in more of the work. And that may or may not be true, group 1. You know that for yourself, but I think there's a little bit of that going on. I think also for some of you, this person might be a little bit stingy. So they might be the person that will say, or even passive aggressive. So they might be the person that will say, oh yeah, you can stay with me rent-free for a few months. I'll take care of everything until, you finish school, or you get a better job, or you finish whatever. And then you may have found that after, 3 months, they're like, well, I want you to pay me this much money for utilities or this or that. Like, I've been paying for so long. And that might have come to you as a surprise, because I feel like this person has a little bit of a stingy kind of passive aggressive streak. So they don't want to seem unsupportive. They don't want to seem shallow. They don't want to be like, oh no, I won't pay, or I won't support you. But I feel like somehow they're a bit resentful of some of this. The Empress reversed, I feel like this person, the Empress usually upright is a really positive card, and I feel like when they're looking back on you, the reversed, I think this person has a little bit of a feeling that, I feel like you kind of, again, for some reason in this reading, I'm getting the sense that this person's expectations are not quite fair, or maybe their views are a bit unrealistic. So when I'm telling you this, keep in mind that this is their opinion. It doesn't mean that it's true, right? But I feel like this person may feel a little bit like they've been let down by you. So if they had expectations for you in terms of being a co-parent, being a partner, if they've supported your education or your career in some way, I feel like they felt that you have potential that you're not using, or you could have made more of yourself. So I think that that's something that they are are thinking about group one. And I think that they still feel a bit of resentment about that. Like, oh, I put so much time and effort into this person. My time is so precious. And, you know, it didn't work out the way they want. So for example, and I'm just saying this as an example, like let's say this person supported you while you were finishing school or between jobs, and they were expecting you to take a certain path, and then that didn't work out for you, or you chose a different direction. I feel like they're not super happy about that. So this is something that kind of disappointed them. I also feel like this person cares a lot about status, like especially with this King of Pentacles energy here. So let's say, I don't know why this is coming to me, but if any of you have seen the show Grey's Anatomy, there is this doctor on the show named Miranda Bailey, and she has a husband who was studying surgery, and then he stopped that and decided to become, I think, a firefighter. And she was really disappointed about that for a while, because she was like, well, I wanted you to be a surgeon, you have all of this potential, that was so important. And then, she felt that for a while that he did something that was kind of like beneath his talents, and was kind of disappointed. So I feel like for some of you, there's an element of that with this person. And if it doesn't have to do with education or career, it could just be they didn't see you blossom in the way that they thought you would. That doesn't mean you're on the wrong path, group one. To use this example from this show again, I mean, this character didn't do something wrong. He took the path that let him blossom, that was best for him. So you have to do that. You shouldn't let this person's opinion stop you. And here we have also, the Ace of Swords reversed. This person, it's also like a situation where it's like a non-start. Like an ace is usually a beginning. It's usually a launch. And when it's reversed, it usually means that the launch hasn't taken off. So if something was delayed or stopped, something like that. So I feel like this person's thinking about that and they're ruminating a bit. And with the sword energy, it's air energy. And sometimes it means that they might have expressed that in a way that was kind of harsh. So you might be aware of this, or if you're not, I would just say there's a bit of a hardness or anger in this person about all of this. So yeah, there's something about this relationship didn't take off the way that they wanted. So maybe there wasn't a situation of material or tangible support, but maybe they felt that, okay, after spending all this time with you, after getting to know you, this should have taken off in a certain way, and they feel like it didn't. With the Two of Wands here, I think also this person is looking back and they're thinking like, man, what was I thinking? I should have realized this wasn't going to work out. This person is not on the same path as me. And I think also this person can be a bit dictatorial. They may feel like their way is the right way and you should have listened to their advice. Which is a little bit arrogant in some ways. So I feel like this person feels a bit slighted because of that. But that doesn't mean you did anything wrong by not listening to their advice, group one. I mean, you have to go your own way and listen to your own advice and your own guides and your own intuition. Let's see what else we have here for you. Okay, so there is. Interesting. Yeah, so we have, a lot more sword energy here. Okay. What else? The Four of Pentacles. This is the first upright card. Interesting, with the pentacles here. And then again we have, wow, the Six of Pentacles. Okay, reversed. So I feel like here with this Five of Swords, this person is feeling like a bit resentful and regretful about this, and they feel like there's been a battle and a fight. Maybe you guys did fight a lot. I see with the sword energy that can sometimes mean like harsh speech if it's coming upside down. So there could have been a lot of arguments. Things could have gotten pretty heated between you guys in the end. And I think also here with the Six of Pentacles reversed, this is like an imbalance in terms of money. So this person may feel that things were imbalanced financially or in terms of financial or material support to each other. They may feel like choked by debt or financial obligations or financial pressure to do better financially. Greed. They may be a bit greedy and stingy. I'm getting that energy, but yeah, it's a lack of balance. So whether this is true or not, I feel like this person has an opinion that they put in more to this relationship than you did. And here with the Four of Pentacles energy, I think they're in a situation now where they want to really be frugal, really focus on their career, on their money, on their pentacles, on their education, maybe on more family stability, getting a property, I think, for some of them. But I feel like they're thinking after this relationship, this has taken something out of them. That's the feeling that they have. And they want to kind of rebuild their wealth, their security, their finances. So that's what I'm seeing so far in terms of what this person is thinking. So let's see the messages from the oracle cards here in terms of what your ex is thinking, group one. We have trust. It is safe to trust in this situation. Yeah, so I feel like this person is, I don't know if this is good or bad news for some of you, but I feel like this person is at peace with where things are now. So if you're, you know, in a pretty clean break with this person, or you're thinking about reconciling, I'm not getting a lot of reconciliation openness right now in this connection. That can always change. Tarot shows us how things are in the moment, but for now I'm not seeing that. I think that they feel that they're in a good situation to trust their intuition, to rebuild their life, to start afresh, especially with their career or their finances situation. Something to do with that pentacle earth energy. And we have also stability. This relationship can stand the test of time. So yeah, for me, I'm getting the view that this is what they had thought in the past. I'm not getting the feeling that that's the present situation based on my feelings here. So I think that they did think that for quite a long time, and that's why they invested in this relationship. But I think I'm getting the feeling that that's a past message. What they're thinking now is to trust the situation, to rebuild their pentacles, to get things in order, and to move on. Let's see what we have in terms of the zodiac deck. Virgo, yeah. More pentacle, more earth energy, so contentment. The chance to boost health and vitality leads to satisfaction. So yeah, I think this person is looking at getting their affairs in order, self-care, focusing on, you know, number one, getting their own kind of work, finances, wealth, all of that kind of in where they want it to be, because they feel like this relationship has derailed them a little bit. So this is where they are. And this is what they're thinking about the situation. And we have also Aries, courage, believe in yourself. So that's what this person is doing. They're trusting their intuition, they're moving ahead, and they're, you know, taking the courage to focus on themselves, to move on. I feel like for some of you, they may have felt that this relationship kept them from taking another step in their career or business venture. So they're focusing on that right now. So this could have been a situation also where you guys may not have brought out the best in each other. So you might both have had expectations of each other that the other couldn't meet, and that might have held you back. And I feel like this person is seeing this now. So I hope this is helpful, group one. And if it was, I would love to see you in my next video. Thank you. All right, so group two, those of you who chose the beige jasper, this is going to be your reading. So let's get started. All right, so group two, some very interesting cards from the get-go here. We have the Eight of Wands, the Two of Swords, the Four of Cups reversed, the Knight of Wands reversed, and the Hermit reversed. So I think that here I see a lot. I think that this person definitely still has you on their mind. And I do feel that they are making some kind of choice. Definitely that's coming through clearly. They're making some kind of choice. They might extend some kind of olive branch. You might be thinking about doing that, but I feel like they're definitely thinking about you. I feel like they're very recessive right now. They could definitely be retreating with this reversed hermit energy. So when you see the Hermit reversed, it's kind of like withdraw or retreating in a more negative sense. So when the Hermit is upright, this is like maybe meditation, it's self-reflection, it's self-exploration, it could be like a journey of self-discovery. It's usually positive, but when it's reversed, it's like loneliness, withdrawing, feeling lost, feeling can sometimes mean like depressed and isolating ourselves. So I feel like this person is doing that. We also have the Knight of Wands reversed. So this could be like a grand gesture that they wanted to make, or they were thinking of making, or they could still be thinking of making, but it's somehow delayed. It's not coming up. So I feel like also with some of you, this person could be really hurt. I feel that there's something you may have said that's really hurt their feelings and made them really question how to move forward in this connection with you. I think, yeah, so I feel like if you guys are in a situation where you may want to reconsider things with this person, I do feel that there is a chance for some kind of decision, like, or some kind of conversation here, especially with this Four of Cups energy and the Two of Swords. So that's coming through strongly. And I feel like with this Eight of Wands energy, I think it may take a while for this person to make their decision in terms of whether they want to reach out to you or not. But I think once they do, it will happen quickly. Like they might do something pretty dramatic, like knock on your door, send you a pretty emotional message. I feel like that could be coming up. Or they will do something really dramatic in the other direction. So this could be like moving away, it could be blocking you. But I feel like there's some kind of decision being made. And I do think there's an opportunity for an olive branch. So I think for a lot of you, this may be coming from the person themselves, or this might be coming from you, or maybe you've already extended that. Maybe you've called them, maybe you've sent them a message, and they're now kind of sitting with it and considering it. But I do feel this person is quite sad. I feel they're quite lonely, and I do feel that they are thinking about you. I think also for some of you, they may be thinking about getting back together with you, going ahead on their own. And I think for some of you, they may be considering another person. So I'm sorry to tell you that, group too. I don't think that's the case for all of you. But if this is somebody that you split up with really recently, I think that's less likely. But if this is a breakup that's a bit older, that's been going on a bit longer, I do think it's possible that there's somebody else in the picture who they're considering. So keep that in mind, and that might be, if that resonates with you, group two, maybe you can find out a bit more about that to understand more about this situation, because I do feel that they are thinking about that and they're like, okay, should I go back to what I know and maybe some of the same problems? Can we work them out? Can we not? And for some of them, they're thinking like they might be thinking it's better to start again with somebody who they may have already met, maybe already, have explored something romantic with but not serious. Or for some of them, it could just be somebody has approached them and told them, hey, I've heard you're not in a relationship anymore, I've always liked you. Something like that could have happened. But they're still making the decision. That's the good news. They're still thinking about you. I feel like they're still kind of missing you. But yeah, they're licking their wounds over some kind of fight or argument or blowout that you guys have had. Something that you've said is really sticking with them. Okay, we have here the Strength card, upright. We have, okay, the Nine of Wands reversed. Again, with the Hermit energy reversed. There's, yeah, something cautious going on here. And again, we have, okay, the King of Cups reversed. So, okay, so I think with this person with the Strength, I don't get the sense this is a flighty or flaky person. If they decide to give things another go or they decide to move on, I don't think it will be a back and forth thing. I think it will be quite definitive. But this person, I mean, with the Strength card, I'm seeing that, and with the King of Cups. Like, the King of Cups is, yeah, this person is a king. This person is somebody who wants to be sure of themselves. But also, I mean, with all of this, some of this water energy and this wand energy, it's like, fire and water, these things don't go together. So there's a lot of, you know, kind of heavy or like passionate, like fiery energy. I think there's emotions here. This person could have been really angry, and I do feel that they're licking their wounds. They're sad with this water energy. So they could be feeling kind of volatile, moody. They could be ashamed. I'm getting the sense for some of them this is Cancerian, so they might be a sun, moon, or rising in Cancer for some of you. And with this, like, this Nine of Pentacles reversed, so the Nine of Wands reversed, even though this person is very strong, they're being very cautious. They're retreating. They're really trying to seek the right advice first, and they're really kind of bearing on like their own strength, their own reserves. I feel like for some of you, this person is confiding really closely in a woman in their life. I don't get the sense that this woman is a rival in love. It could be a close friend, sister, mother, colleague, something like that. So this woman is definitely influencing their opinions on this matter. So just to let you know that this woman's coming through on the Strength card to me for some reason. So that's what I'm seeing so far for you and your ex, group 2. I think also they see you as somebody who could have seriously been in their life, and they're still thinking about you, but because of this anger or this frustration or this really sad argument that you've had that's really hurt them, they've really kind of doubt you and realized, can I trust this person? Am I safe sharing my emotions with this person? So that's also on their mind. Also, I feel like for some of you, there could be an issue of family. If that's something, if one of your families has interfered or you guys have disagreements about having a family, I do feel that that's something on their mind. So let's see what we have in the oracle cards. Mastery. You've learned the spiritual lesson. Yeah, so I feel like for this person and for you, this is a relationship that was not, even if it was short or long, I feel like this is a relationship that was meaningful. And with the Strength card, I feel like they're going to come out of this period of kind of sadness and indecision and just being really like introspective. And they're going to learn something, and I think you are too, which is going to be really important. And I think it's something about how to communicate in relationships, how to share love, and, you know, being vulnerable in a safer environment. And being that way for someone else. Regret. Someone feels remorse for how the way they treated you. Okay, so yeah, this could also be a situation where even if they feel hurt by the kind of ways that you guys have fought or the way that you've talked to each other, or maybe arguments or fights you've had, I do feel that they're also becoming so recessive because they feel ashamed. They might feel ashamed of some of the things that they did or said to you, and that could be something that's holding them back from approaching you, group 2. So if you do hear from them, I would keep that in mind. That might be something you need to think about, that, you know, don't bring that up, or if you do, be tactful about the way you talk about it, because I do feel that there's a bit of shame on their part. And shame is something that can definitely keep people from coming forward or coming out, because they won't want to bring attention back to that. So let's see what's in the Zodiac deck. Capricorn, reevaluate success, new direction. Yeah, so this person is thinking about a new direction in their life. They're thinking about, okay, what's going to be my success? Is it going to be with you, or is it going to be with somebody else, or, you know, should they branch out in a new direction on their own? So remember I said at the beginning of the reading, they may show up on your front door, or they may block you or move away. I feel like when they decide what to kind of do with this whole situation, it will be something pretty dramatic and final, I think. I don't see like a wishy-washy back and forth, on and off again situation with this person, which is good news for you, group 2. And we have also, okay, the chance to boost health and vitality leads to satisfaction, Virgo, contentment. So I think this person eventually is going to lead to a situation, or they're going to lead to a place where they're clear about this situation between the two of you. And it's going to bring them to the right situation for themselves and for you, because ultimately, if you want somebody who's sure about you, group 2, right? So I don't know how this relationship ended, but I see a situation where it's going to bring this person in a new direction, and they're going to feel that they've learned what they need and they're moving to where they need to go. So I hope that's helpful, group 2, and I would love to see you in my next video. Thank you. All right, so group 3, those of you that chose the rose quartz, this is going to be your reading, so let's get started. Okay, so group 3, some very interesting cards coming up here. So first of all, we have the Tower reversed, the Fool reversed, the Page of Cups reversed, the Nine of Swords reversed, and the Seven of Pentacles reversed. So, yeah, I feel that this person really feels that the end of this relationship was a really big upheaval for them. With this Tower energy, this is a really big transformation. It's a very dramatic and significant event in their life. So this is also something that can really be like catastrophic. So I feel like this person, the Tower reversed is a dramatic card, and it's usually something that can be feeling quite negative to the person going through it. So this person is definitely no way healed from this relationship. This could be a huge upheaval for them. So if this was a serious relationship, I feel like they're really feeling like, okay, losing, you know, their home, their friend circle, something. I feel like it's a real heartbreak for them, group 3. And I think that they're angry, they're sad, they're upset, they're definitely thinking about you, but they have a lot of hurt and anger, and there's a lot of dramatic emotions and things going on for them. And also with the Fool reversed, I think this is a case where they felt that they made a choice, that they took a risk, and it wasn't, it didn't go the way that they wanted. And also with the Page of Cups reversed, I mean, this is also a situation where I think that this person feels that you both were a bit emotionally immature. Maybe you took risks, maybe you were a bit too naive. I think maybe you feel like, I think this person feels that they took risks and they opened up and they were a bit too innocent, or they were too rash. It might have been a reckless decision. They might have felt like, you know, they weren't responsible in this relationship, or that you weren't responsible in this relationship. So I think they're now, you know, looking back on this. So this might have been a relationship that started with very like lustful or romantic or, you know, fiery energy, and then, you know, burned itself out or turned into something different. So it might have started where, oh, we're so in love and we're so attracted to each other and things are so much fun. And then you might have realized that, wow, we don't have certain really core values in common, or we don't have, you know, lifestyle views in common. And these are really serious things, right? Like, you don't want to live in the same city. You don't want to live the same lifestyle. These are very, these are big things, right? That need to be discussed if a relationship is going to be successful in the first few weeks or few months, right? But you might have felt, oh, we're so in love, we're going to overcome everything. And now I feel like this person's looking back and thinking, wow, I was really wrong in this situation. With the Eight of Swords reversed and the Seven of Pentacles reversed, I think they're also looking back like they're feeling insecure. I think there's a lot of like self-criticism going on, and they're like, man, I was stupid to think it would work out with this person. I don't get the sense that they're looking at you really negatively or projecting that onto you, but they're feeling negative when they think about you, because it's reminding them of all of this and how kind of, I'm getting the word stupid, they feel like they were stupid in thinking that this could work out. So I feel like you guys might have some pretty serious differences, and I now think that this person is really criticizing themselves. They're really kind of stomping their feet and like throwing up their hands, thinking, really, what was I thinking? Why did I do this? And I think also they're thinking like, you guys might have had a lot of fun in the beginning and now they're paying for it. Like, for example, you might be like, oh, we're so in love, let's go on all these trips, let's stay in hotels, let's do all these fun things. And now they're like, oh, I spent a lot of money on this and building a new relationship with this person and it didn't work out, right? So I think that they're also thinking about that, and I think they may feel that they didn't prioritize, because this relationship was so fiery and passionate. I feel like you both might have collapsed into it, or this person did for sure. And now they're thinking, man, I neglected my finances, my work, my studies, my family, my friends, anything, my hobbies, whatever is important to them. So I think they're looking back on that now, and that's the way that they're thinking about you and this relationship ending. And yeah, there's a lot of caution here, and I think, yeah, really, really kind of feeling like they screwed up. So let's see what else we have here. It could have been a really reckless kind of opening to this relationship that now they're really reconciling, like, wow, this was not what I thought it was, or I should have been wiser. I should have been less impulsive. Interesting. So we have the Eight of Swords reversed, and now we have the Nine of Wands upright. This is very like cautious energy, like being wary, being like defensive, pessimistic. So I feel like they're looking back and they're thinking this way. And they're going to be... I do think that there's a lesson learned here. I do feel like this person is thinking, okay, I'm going to be wiser next time I get into love. And wow, okay. Interesting. So the Seven of Cups. Yeah, I feel like now this person is reassessing their sense of values. It's kind of a reality check. I feel like this is a really reality check for this person. Like, okay, we can't live this way. It's not sustainable. And I feel like they feel kind of a lack of purpose. They might have feel like they fell into a fantasy. And now they're looking and they're like, okay, what am I going to do next? I need to take a different road. I need to be more practical and more cautious this time. And wow, okay. So the Nine of Swords, yeah, I mean, this person is taking this hard. You can see here, like, there's a lot of inner turmoil, there's a lot of sadness, they're staying up at night, they're worried about this. So they might feel that they've done themselves a real disservice in this relationship, but I think they also feel that way about you. They're like, wow, this person also must be hurting my ex because we were so happy in the beginning and then this kind of crash and burn. So I do think that they're thinking about you that way. I don't think they see you negatively. I think they just feel that, why didn't we realize, or why didn't I realize that this wouldn't have worked out? Why weren't we wiser? Why weren't we smarter? Why didn't we think about these obvious obstacles? It can't be all fun and games, right? There has to be a life you can build together and live together. Okay. From the Oracle cards. Abundance. You've done the work, abundance flows to you now. Yeah, so I feel like this person is thinking, okay, I might have poured a lot of money and time and energy into this, and now it's kind of, you know, blown up in my face in a certain way. But I feel like for some of you there could be a strife with your families also, not liking each other. Or a real conflict over values or lifestyle, something like that. I feel like that has come out. Or just being really incompatible past, you know, physicality, attraction, fun. So I think this person is now realizing that they have to move to a stage where, okay, they've learned their lesson, so it's time to move on in a more kind of constructive way. And they're feeling like things are going to get better with their finances, with their career, with the things that they put on the back burner while they were with you. Oh, this wants to come out. Apology. You can expect the apology you want to hear. Wow, so this person might feel that they were unwise. You know, they weren't true to themselves and they weren't true to you. So as I said, I don't think this person has malice or anger towards you. I think they just wish they had been wiser. They might feel that they led you on in a way, like thinking, oh, this is going to work out, it's going to be great, we love each other, but then realizing it was wrong, right? Things have changed, or they learned more about you or about themselves. So this is something that they also could be really thinking about and feeling guilty about. that they really believed in the beginning this could be like a fairy tale romance, and then it didn't work out. They could feel sad about that, or feel guilty that they let themselves down and they let you down. Let's see in the Zodiac cards. This is the third time this card has come up today. The chance to boost health, vitality leads to satisfaction, contentment. Yeah, so I think this person is going to be moving more towards contentment in their own life, trying to find themselves, trying to take a more stable, practical path than they did with you. And we have also Moon in Cancer, belonging, a sensitive, introspective phase. Well, you don't get much more introspective with the, you know, this Nine of Swords energy, not sleeping at night, and you know this here with the reverse Eight of Swords and the Nine of Wands here. This is really introspecting. This is really like somebody coming into themselves. So, and doing a lot of, you know, soul searching. So, hopefully they've learned their lesson. I hope you get your apology group 3 with your ex, and I hope this reading was helpful for you, and I'd love to see you in my next video. Thank you. All right, so last but not least, we have group 4, those who chose the Black Onyx. So let's get started with your reading. All right, so group 4, some very interesting and upright cards here. We have the Lovers, we have the Ten of Wands, the Five of Swords, the Three of Wands, and the Two of Cups. So here, definitely I think there's a situation where this person could be pining for you. I think there's a situation where there could be a reconciliation, where getting back together is possible, or at least this person is thinking about it. So that's up to you, group 4, whether or not you want to consider this or not. But I do feel that this is something that definitely is in the cards, no pun intended here. So with the Lovers, I mean, this person is thinking about a relationship with you. They're thinking about the happiness, the good times they had with you, the chemistry, the romance. So this is something that's definitely on their mind. And I feel like they could really be missing you. I feel like this is something of the heart. This isn't all, you know, lustful energy. And then also here with the Two of Cups, I mean, this could be somebody like extending an olive branch. This could be a discussion. This could be a conversation you guys are going to have. It could be a reconciliation. It could definitely mean that there's potential for harmony, for relationships, for partnerships here. So yeah, I'm definitely seeing that. And with the water energy, I do feel like they're missing you, they're thinking about you, they're romanticizing things. So I think what's gone down between you, when we have this Ten of Wands energy, this is somebody who feels really overloaded. Like, I don't know if you've ever been in a situation where you have so many responsibilities and so many expectations on you that even just one small ask, you feel like you're going to explode or snap. I feel like this person has felt like this for a long time. And this relationship, I think, became like another worry for them, or they feel like they just can't manage it, or they can't meet your expectations, or they can't be a good partner, or they just felt so overloaded that they were like, I can't manage this anymore, I can't take it anymore. So this could be somebody who's overloaded with a lot of work, money, school, family responsibilities. It could be something that's really difficult, or they might have felt that the relationship itself became too much work. So there might have been a situation where I don't know, things became really difficult or hard between you. Maybe you were trying to work through something together and it just became too much. But I feel like that's something that they're thinking about too, even though they're thinking about you and missing you. So I mean, with this Three of Wands, I mean, they're looking back and they're thinking about, wow, what could have happened? And they're also looking forward, like, what am I going to do next? Should I go back to this person and see how we can move forward, or should I go ahead with my life? They're really, even though they're missing you and thinking about you, they're really contemplating these things seriously. And with this Five of Swords energy, I think they feel like they need to rest. They really need to regroup themselves, to recuperate, because they've been so overwhelmed by so many things and by this connection. I also feel like for some of you, this might have become too intense. It might have become too intense too fast, or it might have become too intense after a while, and this person just felt like, I can't handle it anymore. It's too dramatic, it's too many emotions, I need to just be by myself or figure things out. But they do love you, they do miss you. They're thinking about you. Let's see what else we have for you, group 4. The 10 of Pentacles, okay. The Page of Swords. And the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. So I feel like this person is really also thinking about their pentacles. So that's everything to do with earth. So this can be work, finances, education, home, all of that. So I think that this is something that they're also really focused on now. So they could be up for a promotion, they could be studying really hard, they could be making some investments, making a business decision. But I feel like there's something coming up in that area of their life that they're really focused on. I do feel also like they are going to be successful with whatever they're trying to do. So once they are maybe less in a stressful situation with whatever's going on, they may reach out to you. And I also feel like they're looking for their Queen of Pentacles. So if you're a female asking about a male, I do feel like they're looking for that person to be their other half, to share all this with. And with this Page of Swords, I do feel that this can be new ideas. This can be like negotiations. This can be like creativity. So there is a chance for this, whatever venture they're looking at or that they're working on, there's a chance for this to really take off in a positive way, where they can enjoy like the fruits of their labor. So like the Queen of Pentacles and the 10 of Pentacles, this is like enjoying domestic kind of bliss based on all the work you've done. So they could reach a situation where they're no longer in this 10 of Wands, really stressful energy. And it could be kind of a new start for them with the Page of Swords. And they could be more communicative, they could reach out to you, they could be in a situation where they just feel a lot happier, a lot more relaxed, and a lot better after feeling so overwhelmed for such a long time. Let's see what we have in the Oracle cards. And then they could be thinking about you. They could be thinking, okay, I have time in my life for love. Protected, you are safe and divinely guided. So I guess this person may have, maybe they don't realize it, but they could be in a situation where they are getting divine guidance. So this could be what's helping them with this new venture in their life. And they're starting to realize that. Denial. Detached with love to clearly see the truth. Yeah, so this person's also doing that. I mean, they are definitely still emotional about you, but they've stepped away from you for some reason. There's some kind of break here. So they're trying to see their truth, they're trying to get their things in order and to get away from this really heavy 10 of Wands energy. So they, you know, they may not have seen the truth so far, but with this Lover's energy and this 2 of Cups, yeah, you're pulling on their heartstrings somehow. So I think that their divine wisdom and their guides and everything is going to show them something. So I think that's going to be significant for you, group 4. And what do we have with the Zodiac deck? Okay. Moon in Leo, heroism, let your inner hero. Yeah, so I feel like this person, this person may be a little bit old school in that they want to be a provider. Or they may have traditional views about love. So they may have felt like, okay, I'm not successful in my career. I'm not getting where I want to go with some other goals in my life. I'm so overwhelmed. But when they're in a situation where they feel that these things are going well and they can kind of be the hero, I do think they'll feel a lot better. And that's when they may be reaching back out to you. Or if you've reached out to them, that's when they may be more receptive. And we have also more, Virgo energy. Okay, so Pentacles, Earth and Fire. Yeah, with the Wands, the Leo, and reorganization. Choose duties and responsibilities carefully. So this person is realizing that they don't want to overburden themselves with duties. They want to be more strategic and put their energy in the right place that's going to, reap the rewards. So this is a situation where with the business or the education or like whatever investments they're trying to make things better, this is a reorganization in their life where and I think they're going to feel really happy about it afterwards. So they're thinking about you in the midst of all of this and how you're going to fit into it. And I think it's going to work in a way where there could be a reconciliation here. So I hope that was helpful for you, group 4, and I would love to see you in my next video. Thank you.